This second edition of the Red International School informative videos was mainly focused on the IB Learner Profile. That is the list of characteristics that an IB student should follow. This list includes different characteristics that define a perfect student, and it's a list that we have in all the classrooms and that represents for us a model to follow. This video was mainly focused on this list, on this IB Learner Profile, and I asked three of my classmates some basic and easy questions. The first one was to tell me what was a certain characteristic for them, the characteristic that I chose were three. And these were knowledgeable, communicators, and principled. This is their explanation.
Being principled means to believe in justice and honesty and try to apply it to the daily life. Principle is a characteristic that is extremely important because if every person in life had believed in justice and in honesty, the world nowadays would be a better place.
A knowledgeable person is a person that knows, in the sense that is interested in acquiring always more information, and a knowledgeable person has a huge cultural background.
A student has to be a good communicator, since he has to do group works that are an activity that is very important in our school. And then communication is also a criteria. Therefore, you have to communicate in the best way possible because you're going to get a grade of communication.
Then I asked them to explain me what was the characteristic that represented them the best, and these are the answers.
The IB Learner Profile characteristic that represents me the best is being a risk taker, because I believe that in life it's extremely important to take risks and go in unsafe area and not always to be in your comfort zone. And this is extremely important, and I try to apply it to my daily life, and this is why I believe I'm a risk taker.
The characteristic of the IBO learner profile that represents me the best is the inquirer. I love knowing in depth stuff. I am such a curious person. I need to know always more information, and yes, I'm such an inquirer.
The IB learner characteristic that best represents me is balance, since I always balance the time that I spend doing my homework and the time that I spend with my friends, playing soccer, and all other kinds of hobby.
For the third and last question, I asked them to explain me why it was important for them and why is the IB Learner Profile so important and why it should be followed.
I believe that having characteristics as IB Learner Profile does, it's extremely important in school, because maybe in school people don't know how to act properly and don't know which model to follow, and having this model as IB Learner Profile gives, it's important to know always how to act and to have some simple and basic rules that a perfect student should follow.
According to me, IB Learn Profile is important not only in school but also out of school, since it gives you a model to follow, and if all the world would follow these aspects treating the IB Learn Profile, the world would be a better place.
The IBO profile is really important, since in life it's essential to have a model to follow. I think that it can help us in making choices and in focusing on our personal goals and purposes in life.
So this was the second edition of the Red International School informative videos. I hope you enjoyed it.